Hi everybody, this is Mo Garrity from the Chilson Recreation Center where we miss you so much. I'm the recreation coordinator here in charge of fitness and wellness and also a yoga teacher. The class I'm going to share with you today is a chair yoga class. It's similar to our Silver Sneakers yoga stretch, but it is a little different. So just want to let you know that it's not a Silver Sneakers yoga stretch class. This is a wonderful thing for you to do if you're needing a break from your homework, if you're home working these days. Just make sure that you're not using a chair with wheels. That would be very dangerous. And this is also a really nice gentle yoga practice, and it's particularly good for people who have trouble getting up and down off the floor. So those of you who are vertically challenged may want to put something underneath of your feet if you feel like you're like Edith Ann, unable to touch the floor with your feet. So we're going to just sit up nice and tall and either bring your eye gaze to the floor in front of you or close your eyes all together. So this first part is just a matter of us setting the stage for a deep breath that we take through our entire practice. So again, sit up nice and tall. Imagine your spine can extend upward as you breathe in. So imagine you've got a string on the top of your head pulling you up towards the ceiling. At the same time, your sit bones are descending down towards your chair. Feet are also nice and grounded on the floor or on that block. So sit up nice and tall. Place your hands on your belly for a moment and let your belly expand into your hands. Just a moment as you breathe in. No judgment here. And then let your hands come onto your ribs and do the same thing here. Breathing into the ribs. Now placing your right hand over your heart center. See if you can sense your heart beating in your chest. Maybe feel a lift in your chest as you breathe in. And place your opposite hand over that hand. And lift the chest as you breathe in. Feel those hands expand outwards away from the body. So remember to take this deep breath with you through your practice today. We're going to release your hands by your side and roll your shoulders back 2 or 3 times. Letting those shoulders just opening up and letting that chest open up as well. From here, let's inhale our arms up as slowly as you possibly can. And then slowly release on the exhale. Next time, inhale and go even more slowly if you can. It automatically brings calm to your body as you move more slowly. And then slowly release back down. Beautiful. Roll those shoulders back once again. And then bring your hands onto your thighs, walking your feet apart just a little bit. I want you to lean forward from your hips. Keep your ears in line with your shoulders. Perhaps you bring your elbows onto your knees. Now this is where this chair type of class separates from Silver Sneakers, because if you would like, in this version, you can release your head down, hands can come onto a block, and this mimics our child's pose. So breathe into your back. If that doesn't feel comfortable, if you have blood pressure issues, come right back up to where you were before. A couple more deep breaths there. And then inhale all the way up. From here, rolling your shoulders back. And let your hands descend down towards the ground. Right ear is going to drop towards your right shoulder. If you want a deeper stretch, let that left hand drop down towards the ground just a little bit. Then drop your chin ever so slightly towards your neck, creating a little deeper stretch. And then slowly inhale your head back to its neutral position. Right hand stretches down and left ear comes towards left shoulder. Please don't go any further than is comfortable for you. It's not a race or a competition. Just go as far as it feels good for you. But if you want to deepen the stretch, the right hand can descend down just a little bit more and that chin can drop ever so slightly towards your neck. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then slowly raising back up. From here, stretch your hands back behind you. Lift and open across your chest and start to bend forward just a little bit from your hips. And then on your next inhale, arms raise up and exhale, hands come down onto your knees. From here, walk your feet in and press down through your feet and feel the strength that comes into your thighs and then release. Once again, press down through your feet, feel that strength in your thighs, and then release. And now we're going to lean forward a little bit, push into those feet and feel that strength in your thighs, release. You don't want to hold that isometric too long. And then take those hands out in front, lean forward as if you're reaching out there, pressing through your feet, and release. Next time we're going to stand up. If you have trouble standing up, you can help yourself up. Otherwise, lengthen forward and push up through your feet. Slowly releasing down. We're just going to step to the side of the chair for a moment. That way the chair is there if you need it for any kind of help with your balance, right? Right now we might all be feeling a little bit off balance, so it's nice to have a little help from our friend. We're going to take that left foot, turn it out to the side, bring that foot to the inner calf, or bring it up to your inner thigh if you can. Raise that arm, left arm stretches up. Feel free to hold onto the chair or bring that other arm to join it. Arms can be open if you would like. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Lengthen up through your spine. Find that spot in front of you to gaze at. And then just bend at the elbows and let your head drop into your hands so your chest is opening even more, elbows stretching out. And then slowly release your hands down. Then we're just going to step to the other side of our chair, just in case you need it. If you don't need it, you can stay right there. Opposite foot turns out, so that right foot turns out. Foot can come to the inner calf or the inner thigh. That right arm opens and then raises up. Your choice. You can stay here or lift that other arm up. Lengthen through your side body. Get really tall as you can. Find that stationary spot in front of you to gaze at. Relax through your neck and your shoulders. Broaden across your shoulders. Relax the back of your neck. And then bring those hands behind your head. Elbows open up. Center of the chest lifts. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Never forget that deep breath. And then slowly release. From now here, we're going to take that chair. If you have a mat, just make sure that that chair is on the mat. At least the front legs are on the mat so that it doesn't slide. We're going to just step away from the chair just a little bit. Inhale our arms up. And exhale, bring our palms together as we drop down into a squat. From here, hands drop onto the chair. And then lean forward so you can flatten that back. Get that beautiful stretch down the back of those legs. Some of you might be able to go a little bit further forward. And then come back up. Move your left foot forward a little bit and step your right leg back. Raise your arms up into your warrior one position. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Nice. From here, turn and open into your warrior two. You might scoot that knee towards that chair just a little bit. You're looking out over that hand. Center of the chest is lifted. Shoulders are soft. Now take that hand and either place it on your thigh or on the chair. Bring your upper arm over and then stretch it beyond that chair. Looking up at that bicep if you can. Maybe you drop into this a little further if you can. Now we're going to straighten that front leg. Let your open arm stretch up. That other hand on the chair can either stay here or come back onto your leg if you would like, into your triangle position. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Then slowly release. Pivot onto the ball with the back foot and let yourself drop down into a little bit of a lunge. From here, bring that foot in just a little bit and step your forward foot back, coming into a really beautiful rendition of downward facing dog. So you might choose to stay here. If you would like to, bring your hands to the side of the chair and come into a plank position. And hold here for a moment. Try to have a straight line from your heels to your head. Now some of you might feel okay dropping the hips and lifting into an upward facing dog. Maybe not. Come back into your downward dog. Lengthening through that side body. Now step the opposite foot forward, angling out that back foot, pushing through both feet. Raise the arms up, gazing up into that warrior one position. Back leg is strong. And then just turn and open. You might scoot those feet apart just a little bit. That front knee is pulling towards the pinky toe. Lift and open into your warrior pose. Deep breath in, deep breath out, warrior two. Now bring that hand either onto the chair or your thigh. That top arm comes forward and stretches. Again, you might drop into this a little bit further, pushing through that back foot, gazing up at that bicep. Deep breath in, deep breath out, relaxing the gripping of your toes. Now let that arm just relax down. Let your shoulder relax. And then straighten. Again, hand can come onto the chair for a nice open triangle. Ears should be in line with your shoulders. And then slowly release. We're going to step that leg back again. Downward facing dog. Broaden across those shoulders. And then walk both feet forward towards the chair. This time, bring your hands up onto the top of the chair and come into that really nice flat back position. Now, bending the knees, hold on to the front of the chair if you can. Slowly raise up and exhale your hands. From here, we're going to take our right foot and press it onto the chair. Stand up nice and tall, and then let that knee open to the side. Option 1 is to stay here. Option 2 is to drop down here into a version of our figure 4. If you need to, you can reach out and hold on to the front of the chair. Otherwise, stare at that chair for balance. Lastly, if you'd like to take that foot and cross it over and drop in. So now we have 2 chairs. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Try to gaze at that stationary spot in front of you. Lifting the center of the chest. And again, you can always come back to any of these variations that feels good for you. Slowly coming out of it, we'll take the opposite leg up. Stand tall, open that knee. Hands can stay here. You can keep this position right here. It's a beautiful openness for that hip, or drop into it. Stay right there, or bring that leg out and hands to your heart center. Whatever feels good for you at any time. Even if you need to just put those hands down for a moment to help you with your balance. But you might find that having that spot so close in might help you feel a little bit more balanced here. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then slowly coming up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release your hands down onto the chair. From here, raise right leg up and lengthen that leg back and lengthen the crown of your head forward. Release and take the opposite side. So you're lengthening back. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now we're going to have some fun. Take the opposite leg again, so it should be your right leg. Your choice, stay here or bring your left elbow to the chair. And raise that right arm up if you'd like to go into your half moon pose. And you can always put that hand down if you're struggling with balance, or leave it down here. Slowly release. Take the opposite leg up. Drop the elbow if you'd like. Turn. Make sure you're feeling steady before raising that arm up. Slowly release and let that leg come down. From here, inhale the arms up and exhale, hands to heart center. From here, let those hands come out in front and press those sit bones back. See, it's kind of like an awkward, strange looking downward dog, but it's a beautiful stretch for your back. From here, we're going to drop down to the floor. So use that chair to help you. One of my favorite poses here. I'm going to take those legs up onto the chair and release your lower back. Hands can open to the side and let yourself just feel your lower back releasing in this position. Beautiful stretch for the lower back. From here, take that right ankle over top of your left and we'll pull that leg in. So you're pulling that heel towards you, leaving it on the chair or reaching through, holding on if you want to get just a little deeper stretch here. Totally up to you. Relax your neck and shoulders. Feel the ribs expand as you breathe in. And then release. Take that leg onto the chair. The opposite leg crosses over. And then pull that leg out. So you can leave it right there on the chair so you can be relaxed here. But if you want a little deeper stretch, those hands go around that leg. And then you pull it in towards you. Keep your tailbone resting towards the ground as much as you can. Keep those hip bones even with each other. Beautiful stretch for that hip. And then release. I want you to take those feet to the edge of your chair and then let the knees open up. So this is a really gentle version of our Supta Baddha Konasana. If you want to do a deeper version, you can take, if you've got a chair that allows it, you can take those feet down onto the ground and do it like that. So I like this one because I think it's a beautiful release for your lower back. So we're going to just hold this here for a few deep breaths. And then let those legs come back up onto that chair. Maybe you scoot in if you need to. And then what I want you to do is just let the arms rest out by your side and turn your head from side to side very gently, noticing the range of motion you have on one side versus the other. And then come back to center. Take your hands behind the back of your head. Interlace your hands and lift up as if you were going to come into a little bit of an old-fashioned crunch here. But I want you to hold the weight of your head in your hands. And now turn to look towards your right, stretching that elbow back away from you. And then come back to center, take it the opposite direction. Feel that beautiful stretch along the side of your body. Let your head be heavy in your hands. And then release. I want you to pull a little bit as if you were applying a little traction to your neck. And then relax your head down to the ground. From here, shake out your hands just a little bit. And then we're going to take our index and middle finger right there at the very center of your eyebrows and draw a little line down your eyebrows, allowing a little massage there. Then take the same fingers and go up around the base of your eyes, your beautiful release for any tension you might have there. And then take our thumbs and place that right in the jaw. So you might notice that your jaw is a little tight. I think my jaw is tight because I talk a lot, but it could be a number of different things if you grind your teeth at night or something like that. But you can also just hold and gently press. More than likely you're going to feel a little something there, right? Nice. And then shake those hands out once again. Now we're just going to take our fingers like so, place them in the center of our forehead, and then let them open as if you're just kind of like pulling that open from side to side there. Just a release for your forehead. And then shake out those hands and release them down. So if at this point you'd rather lie flat on your back, you can. Otherwise, you can stay right here. Again, it's a beautiful release for your lower back. And I want you to just close your eyes and notice how your body feels. Allowing your body to begin to relax. Notice any areas that you're carrying tension. Perhaps it's your neck. Perhaps it's your shoulders. If you have any areas that are holding on to excess tension, allow yourself to go ahead and relax and let that go. So just breathe into those areas. Allow yourself to let that go. And then let yourself release through your feet and your lower and upper legs. Allow your lower back to completely flatten and let go. Allow your abdomen to release, the chest to relax, the arms to relax. From the weight of your head down over your spine, release. Maybe you swallow and feel your throat relax. And then let all the muscles of your neck relax, as well as the facial muscles. Your cheeks, your chin, and your jaw release. Your temples relax. And just notice your breath. If it hasn't softened already, allow it to soften. And just pay attention to your breath for the next few moments, letting go of everything else. Allowing yourself to feel calm and relaxed. Imagining you could become as still as possible, completely letting go. Now what I'd like you to do is imagine that you could breathe in energy all the way out to every cell in your body, and it's a healthy energy. Imagine every cell in your body working well, being as healthy as it can possibly be. And as you maintain your relaxation, so your muscles get to stay relaxed, but your body can feel energized as you slowly roll to one side, come up to any comfortable seated position for you. If it's comfortable for you to bring your hands at your heart center and close your eyes for a moment. And just know that just by focusing on your breath, even if you don't have time for a yoga stretch practice, please know that just by focusing on your breath, it can help you go from the sympathetic stress situation to the parasympathetic that will help you improve your immune system. So until we meet again, stay well, and we miss you.